Baruch Hashem, it is day number 275 of our daily study of Rambam, Sefer HaMitzvos. And in the 3 chapters a day study track of Mishnah Torah, we're continuing Hilchos Zechia Umatana. Those are laws of taking ownership over either something that's ownerless or something where the previous owner gives it as a gift. Chapters 7, 8, and 9. As I mentioned, there are no specific mitzvahs that correspond to this subject matter. Or more accurately, I should say, there are no new mitzvahs to study that correspond to this subject matter. Somebody asked a question in the comments. We post these classes on many platforms to make it as easy as possible to follow every day. But I believe it was a comment in the YouTube video where someone said, how is that possible that the Torah has no specific mitzvah regarding how to transfer ownership regarding ownerless things or in the case of a gift? And I just want to explain that the Mishnah Torah deals with the entirety of Jewish law, and therefore there are many subjects that the Mishnah Torah will deal with that are not elaborations on biblical commandments, but rather on rabbinic enactments. And, back in Sefer Zmanim, in the Book of Holidays, we had the laws of Hanukkah and Purim. Right, that's entirely rabbinic. And then even in mitzvahs that we study that are biblical, but we study the rabbinic safeguards that are placed upon it, like when we learned about meat and milk, right? So the actual biblical prohibition is meat and milk, but we learned that the rabbis prohibit even chicken and milk, and so on and so forth. So just remember that there are a lot of halachas that really originate in the rabbinic legislations. And especially in this present book that we're in, Sefer Kinyan, the Book of Acquisitions, there are a lot of laws that our sages enacted in order to keep commerce running in a fair way, but in a way that would keep the economy vibrant. And they're not direct mitzvahs from the 613 mitzvahs. If you want to trace it to which mitzvah it has some sort of an origin within, so then it would be the mitzvah that we're studying today, which is, let's do it, positive 245, which is really, in its original scriptural context, the mitzvah of selling, where there's buying and selling. Something was purchased for money. But those rules for how to transfer ownership can be applied to other ways of transferring ownership, which is precisely what we're studying right now. We're talking about things that there's no buyer and seller. There's either no present owner of the property, or the present owner is transferring it as a gift, not in exchange for anything, or at least nothing tangible. Okay, so I hope that explains what's happening today. And we have one more day of this. We're going to be repeating Positive Commandment 245. And I have a heads up for you, by the way. As we go through Sefer Kinyan, the Book of Acquisitions, we're going to actually repeat this mitzvah, Positive Commandment 245, at least a few more times. I didn't count, but we'll have it tomorrow, and then we'll learn some other mitzvahs. And then I think when we come to Hilchos Shchenim, the laws of neighbors, I think we have this mitzvah again. And each time we learn it, God willing, I'll try to add some insight. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow, God willing, for more.